In it, we can see an absolutely immense great white shark. Now, what is significant about this footage is that the shark does not move until the moment that Nedro is taken out.
It stays absolutely still, and it holds a vertical position. This shark was hiding, lurking, just as Boyd suspected.
And there it was. The shark that attacked Emma was there, all along. But it wasn't moving. It was vertical. Then it snatched Emma, and it began to swim. See, that definitely supports Boyd's claim that he saw a submarine with his own eyes. Even more critically, his claim that his brother was snatched beneath the water is precisely what we saw with Emma Liber.
There is no doubt in my mind that the shark that took Nedro is exactly the same shark that took Emma. And that shark is submarine.
Deep within our oceans. Take a look as the creature walks past the camera, and you'll see how much semblance it has with the long-lost Mosasaurus, including its powerful tail. Well, according to the narrative, the camera was mounted atop a surveillance Poseidon 7 machine exploring the deep sea.
You ever get the feeling that we're not being told the truth a lot? We know that the government does a really great job of lying to us. From time to time, when I am just skating around on the internet, I will come across an article that will catch my attention. I'll reflect on this subject matter for a little while, don't think much of it. Time goes by, I'll run into another article, and it makes you stop and pause. I remember when I graduated with my master's degree, I was a student speaker for our graduate night. It just happened to be on December 21st, 2012. For those of you who are not familiar with that date, that's when the Mayan calendar was to end and all disaster was to strike on our planet. Later on, I seen an article about CERN, that thing that spins around over in, I think it's Sweden, and how they claim to have opened up a dimension or created a parallel universe or discovered a parallel universes. In one article I was reading, they were claiming an event that's supposed to destroy this planet on December 2012. We had been lied to all this time, and that we're not in the right calendar time. As a matter of fact, according to them, we haven't even reached December 20th, 2012. Not yet. And I thought to myself, is that even possible? Could a government just hide an entire timeline? Yeah, of course they can. There was another article that said that the event actually happened, but we are actually in the other parallel universe where it didn't happen, but was going to happen. Yeah, all this kind of crap could blow your mind if you let it get to you. But again, a lot of this stuff I think is really just distractions from bigger things that we should be aware of. Because like I said, we got a lot of crap going on right now. People are claiming that we're stuck in a matrix, that what we see is not reality, it's the matrix. Yeah, people talk about the Mandela effect, and the only reason why I looked into this because people asked me a lot of questions about it, and at the time I didn't know a whole lot about it. But I can't help but feel like that's one of those government things. It's just there to screw with your head, or they're doing some kind of psyops, or is it possible that our reality has been manipulated? So I listened to this guy speak about the whole Earth's displacement and the whole 2012 event. And I say, can you imagine that happening? Is it possible that the Mayans knew something we didn't? And if it is going to happen, are there any types of clues that are out there? Well, one of the things I thought about, if there is a magnetic polar shift where we end up with new north and south poles, is that even possible? Of course it is, because as the snow melts, we're discovering things that have been buried for tens of thousands of years under the ice, hidden from us in huge layers of ice. So is the magnetic north and south pole shifting? Is that even possible? Is there any proof out there that the magnetic poles are shifting? Yes, it's happening now. This right here, this little red dot, is where we're told the magnetic North Pole is. As you can see, it's slightly off. That means the globe is changing. Our north and south poles are repositioning. And if you're anything like me and you hear this kind of news, this is kind of what you conjure up in your mind. If you go through history, China has more recorded history than I think anywhere else on the planet. They talk about the Great Deluge, the Great Floods. These things happen. We're talking about biblical catastrophic events taking place. Total annihilations, the extinction of the human race. I did read another article where the guy said when this happens and we have a north and south pole shift, sometimes it's not that dramatic. It's a shift, but we don't have all the huge tidal waves, huge earthquakes, or anything like that. It ends up just being a mild one. I keep crossing my finger that we're definitely in a mild version of it. Back to what I was saying. I believe we're in that shift now. More proof? Let me show you.
Well, who are you? What do you do?
Well, my name is Ben Davidson. I founder of Space Weather News, also founder of Observer Ranch. Short version of the story is every day on YouTube put out a video about what the sun is doing, how that's affecting Earth's weather, earthquakes, even our health, and how Earth is changing in subtle ways. As you mentioned earlier, the magnetic poles have begun to shift, and that's going to be a really big thing in our lives.
Is the shift that is starting, is that viewed as confirmed by the mainstream scientific bodies?
It depends on whether or not there's a camera in front of them or not.
Yeah, he said it's already shifting, but you can find articles. Earth's inner core just stopped spinning. It says, yeah, the inner core spins separately from the rest of the Earth. This was back in January 23rd of 2023. And this is from Popular Mechanics. Earth's inner core spin has slowed and paused. Scientists believe this happens roughly every 7 decades, as the core will then start spinning in a different direction. Well, has it started spinning in a different direction? Earth's core has slowed so much, it's moving backwards. Scientists confirm. Here's what it could mean. Deep inside the Earth is a solid metal ball that rotates independently of our spinning planet, like a top rolling around inside a bigger top, shrouded in mystery. So, yes, but this is like we're talking about. When the Earth's core stops, what happens? Anyways, there is a ton of signs that points to the fact that this is taking place now. And I thought to myself, why wouldn't our governments tell us about this shift in the magnetic poles? Because there's a lot of strange events taking place. This would explain why we see so many whales, fish, dolphins coming up on shore. Because the magnetic field they use as a map is changing. And it's screwing them up. And they're going on land by accident because of the change in this map. I discussed this with a friend of mine. He said, this is kind of a major deal. I don't think the government would lie to us. And I said, why not? They lie about stupid little things. Why wouldn't they lie about this? Anyways, I look forward to hearing what you have to say about all this kookiness. So I look forward to your comments. I'll catch you later. I'm out.